I would agree. I would agree. All right, so let's just go into the main event because this is the meat and potatoes of what we're going to talk about here.
Oh baby, the main event.
How much of this are we fucking blaming on Malik Scott?
Bro, Malik is in some trouble, bro, because I said it last week. I said it to you on the text as well. I'm going to repeat the analogy again. The WWE, the Brawl for All thing, where they had this guy, Bart Gunn, and they did what they did was they did like real boxing matches on WWE TV. And basically they had like a plan of who was going to win, but this guy fucked it up and won. And so they, like, to punish him, they put him against Butterbean. And he couldn't box. So Butterbean would obviously kill someone who can't box. And they gave him 3 months of training, and he was way worse after the 3 months of training.
Yeah.
Than if he had just gone in there and tried to brawl with the dude, and maybe could have done something. Because it's really hard to box, like, from like having boxed for years and like got relatively good at it, that if someone just comes in the gym swinging wild and hugging you,
it's harder to deal with that. Hell yeah, bro. It's way harder to deal with that than to deal with somebody that actually knows how to fight, bro. 100%.
And Wilder's whole thing was like, from the amateurs, was like, yeah, he just comes in and he's got this wild right hand with this insane power, and he just swings that motherfucker, and yeah, he gets knocked somehow, some way. I mean, he barely fucking touched Hellenius and damn near killed him.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him. Fucking no, listen, man. If it's not that Malik Scott completely fucking ruined Deontay, then it's really bad timing on his part for him to jump in there as head trainer. Like, I think that like, and that really could be the case, because I do think that, like, neurologically there's something wrong with Deontay Wilder. Like, we saw it the last fight. He does this thing now to where he's like dragging his fucking foot. I don't know if you noticed it. It's like,
and he like looks around.
He
too,
looks
like
drunk. He looks very drunk. Like, and he's like, he's not hurt. He's not. I don't even know how tired he is. But like, he does this thing, and it's not like for cool points. It's like, it's almost like his fucking leg goes limp, bro. One of his legs. Like, he's like, and he's just like very lethargic. Like, in these little spots in the fight, he looks completely uncoordinated. There's times to where you're watching it, and it's obvious when he's supposed to throw a right, and he doesn't throw it. Like,
well, he stands there with his hand like this, like, hey,
like,
you know,
pawing,
like, right hand, it's fucking coming.
Right, like, it's gonna come, and it never fucking comes, bro. And like, I think if Zhang really wanted to, if he wasn't afraid of that right coming, he probably could have smashed him in fucking 2 rounds, in a round, if he wanted to.
Yeah,
it's just the fear that Deontay's gonna throw it. But like, once you realize that he's not going to at all, it's almost game over. It's game over at that point.
And you saw that, like, because when he started throwing it, he was having success and shit. Like, he was like hurting Zhang and like getting a little bit of something going. But once Zhang had been through it and was like, oh, okay, this isn't like mythical, like, I'm gonna die power. He just walked straight through him and immediately knocked him out in the next round.
Because it's not even the same punch he used to throw. You know, it looks different. It looks different. Like, some of them were just like these little straight, like, like these little straight right hands that were not. I mean, I don't know what that is, right? Like, maybe he's trying to get those off for speed. But the ones that he even tried to put some fucking stank on them. Brother
Deontay put some stank on that shit.
And now get out there and now put some stank on that motherfucker.
That's what Mark Breland was telling him,
bro. Even those, like, though, it's not the same punch. It's not the same fucking ferocity. It's not the same velocity, and it damn sure ain't the motherfucking same toxicity. Ferocity,
there
velocity.
Ain't no ferociousness, no tenaciousness.
And Tenacious D. No, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. And he looks, you know, as soon as he got hit with that shot, that's another thing. Like, he got caught we've seen him like get caught heavy by Ortiz, by Fury, by a few guys that he's been rocked, bro. That punch that Zhang landed wasn't like a fucking like a finishing, you know, it wasn't like a KO shot, that first one at least. It was like it was a shot that Deontay should have been able to handle, bro. And he fucking folded like a cheap suit as soon as it landed. Like he fucking turned around, fell on the it was. There's something wrong with this guy, bro, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he felt that punch and was like, yeah, I don't want to be there anymore. And look, he's made so much fucking money out of the game. It's unbelievable. Like, given he was never a huge pay-per-view draw or anything, like he was never a Tank Davis. None of his fights with Fury came close to a mil pay-per-view.
Not that level. Not at that level. Like he was always like it takes two to tango kind of guy. Like if you get Fury in there, it's a big fight. If you get AJ in there, it's a big fight. And not because he needs them. Like they would need him as much as he needs them. But like he's like a bona fide pay-per-view guy. He just needs the other guy. He can't carry a pay-per-view on his own.
Like that. Like Tank versus Frank Martin ain't gonna sell no pay-per-views.
Tank versus it depends though. Like I bet you they probably do close to like maybe 150,000, 200,000, and I think
that would be 200,000 would be phenomenal for that fight.
I think Tank could do that. I think Tank could do that with anybody.
Maybe, and Deontay was never like that. But I think that he was never a huge pay-per-view draw, but he was making fuck tons of money when Al was just spraying it around at PBC. So fair play to him. I mean, he's had a great career. He's been world champion. WBC world champion. He's knocked out some great guys. He's had some legendary fights with Tyson Fury. A lot of people feel that he did enough in the first Tyson Fury fight. Yes, Eli Sekbak famously thinks that he did enough. But in all seriousness, a lot of people feel that Fury should have been counted out in that fight, that the fight was finished in that round. And
well, you know what, though? I actually do agree with that. Like that, I do agree with that. I think that count was like Fury definitely got the benefit, but only because he was boxing him up. Like if I'm a ref in that spot too, I'm gonna give the guy that was like taking the other guy to school at least that little extra half a second, that little extra second to get up and see if he can fucking But
what I'm saying is like he had some great fights, made a fuckload of money, and I think at this point, because I actually like Deontay, we talked about this last week as well. Like he's a nice guy to be around, and he still has like all of his faculties. He's one of those guys, kind of like no, actually, I was gonna like him someone else, but he's one of those guys who like he doesn't have as much of his faculties as he thinks he does, but he still has like enough that he can go around and do his proselytizing and his speechifying. And there's a place for Deontay in boxing. Just please, God willing, not in the ring.
I just felt like he went out sad, bro. He went out real fucking sad, man. Yep. Like I would rather see him fucking throwing bombs, going out on his shield. Like he went out kind of sad, and it's not because like I think it's like you said, like he got hit with that shot, and I do think that he didn't want to be there. I think that Fury fight affected him in such a way that any big shot that lands on him, he automatically thinks, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get knocked out. Oh shit, I'm gonna get knocked out. Oh shit, I'm gonna," and like, and he kind of like reverts to like survival mode. I mean, he literally turned his fucking back on Zhang, like. So he went out real fucking sad.
Being said, we have to shout out that like Zhilei Zhang is emerging as kind of a cult nonsense beloved figure.
Well, let's pull up. Listen, this is Zhilei Zhang showing us in all his glory some comedic stylings. So we'll pull this up. You mentioned that
are famously funny people.
You mentioned it earlier, like on the first recording of this app, like the first few minutes, how they're kind of turning Zhilei Zhang into a Triple G Canelo style. Like we're gonna just kind of trot this guy out to say funny fucking things and laugh with him, but also in the back of our mind at him because everybody's kind of racist. So we'll pull this up and make of it what you will.
The Big Bang is back.
I'm the biggest band I've ever done. Today is Queensbury Band Metro.
He's having a great time. Now this guy is from Bloomfield, New Jersey. He's been living there for the past 20 years. Graduated from Bloomfield High School. Was a Bloomfield Bengal Letterman varsity player. And he spoke perfect English in high school.
He was homecoming king at Bloomfield High School.
He was actually the homecoming queen. You should watch the speech. He's like, "Hi, I'm Zhilei Zhang. They call me the Zhang Bang."
They call me the Big Bang, Zhilei Zhang. But like he has like cultivated this like Mackenzie Dern style. He's forgotten his English over the past 10 years, and now he walks around with a translator, even though he is from Newark. He's from Bloomfield, New Jersey.
From Bloomfield, bro. We could actually hunt him down. We won't. We don't want to fucking but we could actually find him the next time you come out, and we will. We will find you.
That's the thing. Is like, I remember one time you were like spending some time in Bloomfield, and it wasn't like it was coming down with Chinese guys, was it?
It wasn't like what?
It wasn't like it was just like full of Chinese guys the whole time, right?
No, but where I was in Bloomfield when I was spending time over there, I was living in a Chinaman house. I was living in a house full of Chineses. You remember that?
Like what I'm saying is like it wasn't like there's no way you could survive in somewhere like Bloomfield for 10 years with not a word of English. It's crazy.
If you don't speak English, no, because there's only one place. If you don't speak English, you've only got one place, and it's on Belleville Avenue. It's called East and West Supermart, and they've got all these little stores, and it's like a mini mall of like 4 stores. That's all the Asian stores we have in about 20 mile radius. Everybody comes to this East and West. So it will, if you want to find Zhang, you'll probably find him there. But no, you can't survive in no
East
fucking
and West,
Bloomfield.
what they call it.
What's that?
The Far East and West. That's
what they call it. It's technically East and Rest. Fucking, but yeah, no, you won't be able to survive. Now I can tell you what, I could see like a fucking Italian mason guy or carpenter guy maybe giving Zhilei Zhang some lip because we think that just because you're Asian, you wreck a Chinese, that we could just beat you up or whatever. And I'm sure there's been at least 1 or 2 Italian guys that gotten their shit kicked out of them by the Zhang gang. So that's pretty fire.
Yeah, no, Zhang is nuts, and I just find it wild that you can be in New Jersey for 10 years and not learn, like, not even pick up a phrase. Like he like they'll tell him like, could you just please, if we just write it out phonetically for you, could you just please say to the camera, my name is Zhilei Zhang, I'm fighting this guy. Like he hasn't learned that kind of shit that they say all the time. He doesn't give 2 shits.
Well, he just told you right now. He said, a Queen's Belly versus a match of loom boxing. I do the bang to them. That's learning English. What do you want? What do you want more? You want a record of English?